Welcome to the latest video of the series How to Paint Miniatures. Today we'll cover the steps to paint the Misbegotten from the Elden Ring board game. If you're new in the channel and are interested in more painting tutorials, consider subscribing to follow our content. To start this project, you need the following colors. Our first step, as usual, is priming the miniature. The details of the process of preparing the miniatures can be found on the link above, so don't forget to check out before we start painting. After the white primer, I cover the base of the skin with Abaddon Black, so I start defining the shadows. I wanted to try something new, and I used a layer of Gene Stealer Purple to create the rotten underskin tone of the Misbegotten, highlighting some of the muscles. Then over it, I used a layer of Yush Body Bone to blend the black and purple. I used Bugman's Glows to paint the base of how I can best describe as the feathered pants of the monster. Because the hair had a yellowish undertone, I painted the base of it with Xandri Dust, but I later regretted and started over in white, so it's your choice to go with this or skip to when I paint it back white. For the feathers on the upper part of the torso and the back lower feathers, I used Mechanical Standard Grey. After it dried, I used Seraphim Sepia shade for the feathered pants and the hair, but again, you can skip the hair. I used new oil over the Mechanical Standard Grey wings at the bottom and the torso feathers. For the weapon, I used Hinox Hide for the handle and Lead Belcher for the blade. Then I used Mornfang Brown and Iron Breaker for the blade layer. After the new oil dried, I added some Administratum Grey at the back to make a gradient. For the feathered pants, I dry brushed a bit of Elder Flesh. And for the grey feathers, I dry brushed Longbeard Grey. I also did it for the hair, but you can ignore this. I finalized the weapon with new oil. And I finally got rid of the weird wig looking color by painting the hair with a thin layer of Corax White. And I started to paint the base with Mechanical Standard Grey. After it all dried, I used new oil on the hair. And I painted the stones with Administratum Grey. And dry brushed down stone to highlight the tips of the stone. To add a bit of a moss effect, I added a brush with Vaag Flash and dipped the paint in the dark grey areas like this. This is how it did end up looking like. And then I used Nurgling Green to do the same effect with a lighter color. Afterwards, I went dark again using new oil in the base to finalize the miniature. And this is the final result. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and see you next time.